I'm not the kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with Farrah. I've never been with anything less than a 9. So fine, I've been on fire with Sally Field, gone past with a girl named Bo, but somehow they just don't end up as mine. It's a death-defying life I lead. I take my chances. I die for living in the movies and TV. But the hardest thing I ever do is watch my leading ladies kiss some other guy while I'm bandaging my knee. I might fall from a tall building, I might roll a brand new car, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that made Redford such a star. I've never spent much time in school, but I taught ladies plenty. It's true, I hire my body out for pay. Hey, hey, I've gotten burned over Cheryl Teague's, blown up for Raquel Welch. But when I wind up in the hay, it's only hay. Hey, hey, I might jump an open drawbridge or Tarzan from a vine, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that makes Eastwood look so fine.
Cut! I said cut.
I'm ready for my close-up now.
Just as soon as your leading lady comes up for air. Cut! I don't know how to make my point, but this is a cut.
Wow. Now I know why they call him stuntmen. Could we do that one more time in slow motion?
Watch this, Jack. You might learn something.
That's okay, Tony. Another angle might just confuse the editor. Could we go somewhere and talk?
That's a wrap. Congratulations, everybody.
Oh, thank God this circus is over.
Yeah. I thought they'd ever make a sequel to that last Elvira rapper.
All right, everybody, gather round. Listen up, everybody. I've got some really exciting news. To kick off the publicity campaign for The Bottomless Grave, I've invited the press here to announce that I'm offering to 5 lucky cast members an opportunity of a lifetime. The chance to spend the night in an authentic haunted house.
Is he kidding?
I'm even sending along one of the world's foremost ghost hunters, Dr. Stephen Casemeyer, to document any supernatural occurrences. Doctor, will you come forward? Doctor, where is he?
No, Dr. Casemeyer couldn't make it. He had to go to a conference in Geneva. I'm his assistant, Arnold Rogerson.
Hey, I paid good money for the professor.
For a night in Pelham Manor, I'd be happy to pay you.
Wonderful. Thanks. Naturally, we'll want you there, Elvira.
Look, Oscar, I already agreed to do your lousy movie. A stooping lower in this dress gets an X rating.
Great little kidder, isn't she? Great sense of humor. Go ahead, photograph. Enjoy. Tony?
Pat.
Tony, you're into me for a lot of money. Just be a good boy. Show up, huh? Obviously, what's needed here is moxie. Colt, I can count on you and your stunt team.
I'm sorry, but no can do. We've got a plane to catch.
First thing in the morning.
Colt, I went to a lot of trouble to set all this up. If you and your friends won't play along, I can't promise there won't be a hitch in you getting your salaries.
But he can't do that, can he?
Can he?
Yep.
Here's the place, Pelham Manor.
From my research, I'd say we're in for an exciting night.
And you're not trying to tell us this house is really haunted.
Depends whether you believe Osmond Pelham, the man who lives here. 21 years ago, the caretaker, a man named Croydon, went crazy and hacked Pelham's parents to bits. Osmond was 5 at the time, and he survived by hiding under a bed. He swears the ghosts of his parents walk the manor at night.
Oh, how awful. No wonder the man sees ghosts.
Afternoon. Inspector Nigel Hildebrand. If it's not too much of a nuisance, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Not at all. What's the problem, Inspector?
Well, you see, shall we, there was a bit of a nasty accident just up the road early this morning. See, a car went out of control and toppled over the cliff.
Was anybody killed?
No, but the problem is that the driver was a dangerously psychotic criminal who escaped from a mental hospital just outside Liverpool.
You mean the psycho's on the loose?
Yes, I'm afraid he is, but the police should be here any time now.
Well, I thought that you were the police.
Oh, yes, Scotland Yard. I retired 4 years ago last August. I live just over the bridge in Warwick. I was on my way into town, and I saw these skid marks going off the road.
Oh, this guy's straight from Central Casting.
You're all guests of Osmond Pelham, I take it. Yes, I was just going in myself to warn him.
Why?
Well, this man who escaped, he's the maniac who was responsible for the murder of Lord Pelham's parents in this very house many years ago.
Croydon still alive?
Yeah. Oh, good heavens. I didn't think anyone remembered that name anymore.
Yes, you see, my guess is that he came back to finish what he started 20 years ago.
Yes.
when I unlock the bloody door. Well, what the hell do you want?
It's all right, Sal. Inspector Hildebrand, what's this all about?
Well, actually, we've come here on separate matters. Lord Osmond Pelham, this is Mr. Colt Seavers.
Mr. Worski said you'd be expecting us.
Ah, from the movie company. Of course. Welcome to Pelham Manor. Won't you come in?
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You can leave your luggage in the hall. My man will deal with it later.
Oh, you got a great place here, Ozzy. I'll have to get the name of your decorator.
Yeah, it's a bloody army. I hope they didn't expect me to feed them all.
Sal, would you care to bring us some tea?
Not really. Oh, let her come in at a time.
You'll have to excuse my butler. He's the only one I've hired in the last 10 years who hasn't been scared off.
Yeah, I can see why the ghosts stay out of his way.
Let's just hope you were as fortunate.
I wonder if I could have a word with you, Lord Pelham.
Ah, this place is incredible. You know, we might all wind up having a truly metaphysical experience here.
I know I plan to.
Don't forget there's a psychotic killer prowling the neighborhood.
Not to mention a house full of angry spirits.
What the heck is that?
Curlian emissions detector. It measures luminous radiation in the non-visible range.
I remember studying those at Duke.
It's amazing what you can get in cereal boxes these days.
I knew one day he'd come back. It was just a matter of time.
I think perhaps it would be best if you made arrangements to stay elsewhere until Croydon is captured.
Oh, I'm perfectly safe, Inspector. I have my protectors.
Ah, yes. Look, what about these people? Shall I ask them to go away?
Oh, no. I can't afford to give up what they're paying me.
Ah, I see. Well, I think I'll see what I can find back up on the main road. If I come up with anything, it might give the Yard a head start when their man gets here. Yes. Don't bother to see me out.
There. And don't go asking after biscuits, 'cause there ain't none.
What's the matter, Colt? You're not afraid of a few ghosts, are you?
What I'm afraid of is a little all too real. I'll sleep a lot better when they get that killer back in custody.
If I get my way, you won't sleep at all.
Quiet. Listen.
Well, if you ask me, this ghost thing's a lot of malarkey.
The rest of us don't really need any convincing. By the way, I loved you in Poltergeist.
Are you okay? Sure. Must have been a loose screw.
Well, there's no shortage of those around here.
I'm going to take some readings around the grounds. Anyone care to join me?
No thanks.
Howie, why don't you go with him?
Okay, Colt.
Look what I dug up down in the cellar.
Well, 1964. That'd be about the year they say those murders took place.
Oh, Colt, that's what I like about you. You're such a romantic. Why don't you meet me in my room in about 10 minutes?
I'm pretty tired. I was hoping to hit the hay early.
Oh, whatever you say. Let's make it 5 minutes then.
No, but...
know you won't mind giving Colt and I a little time alone.
Of course not.
It'll give you a chance to get to know Arnold a little better.
I'd rather flirt with a ghost.
I don't know. I've always been partial to zombies. Jody, if you wanted some wine, you could have asked for it.
I didn't drink that wine.
I just poured 2 full glasses. Now one of them's empty. What is this, one of those mail-order tricks or something?
Are you sure you poured 2 glasses?
Look, I don't mind an occasional apparition, but what I can't stand is a supernatural lush. Oh, must be cold. He couldn't even wait 5 minutes.
Surprise.
Disappointed's more like it.
Aren't you going to invite me in?
Do I have a choice?
Well, I think I'll leave you 2 lovebirds alone.
Thanks.
Well, I see you've been expecting me.
Well, actually, Tony, I was kind of expecting someone else.
Colt. You getting anything, Arnold?
No, the energy field just peaked and then it disappeared.
You know, it looks like it might rain again. Maybe we ought to go back. It's you, Inspector. Had us going there for a minute.
Well, I wouldn't relax just yet. Take a look inside.
Found the victim's car outside the gate. Here's his ID.
Wicks, Lawrence R. 31. 6 years at Scotland Yard. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Well, Croydon better pray that I'm not the one who finds him.
The killer must have ambushed him and then stashed his body.
Yeah, yeah.
Anybody here hungry besides me?
Hello? Hello?
Oh, no food?
It's no use. Phones are dead.
Storm must have snapped the lines.
The storm or something more powerful.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm going to borrow a car and hightail it out of here.
Maybe Tony has the right idea.
Hey, come on, you guys, take it easy. Inspector, you got a gun?
British police don't carry weapons, Colt.
Especially retired ones.
Oh, this is the part where I always cover my eyes.
Mother, protect me.
Yeah, me too, Mom.
Stop! It's Saul! Well, who the hell do you think it was, Maggie Thatcher?
Where the devil did you go?
I wasn't going to hang about and mollycoddle a lot of rude Yanks. I was on my way to my cousin's place in Warwick. But the road to the bridge is flooded.
You mean we're stuck here?
Ah,
At least until the rain subsides.
That means the killer's stuck here, too.
We're sitting ducks.
Only we're not going to sit.
No, certainly not. Well, what do you suggest, Mr. Severs?
Well, for starters, we keep everybody in this wing of the house. Secure the doors and windows, and hope that it's enough that we outnumber him.
Can you remember the first time you saw them?
After the murders, I was sent away to boarding school. When I was 17, I came home. At first, it was just the crying. Mournful, desperately sad wailing. It would go on for hours. And then the pounding, night after night. My bed would shake so I couldn't sleep. Then I saw them. I can't remember if I screamed the first time or just tried to. There they were, staring at me with those eyes, begging me, pleading with me to help them until I thought I was going to go mad. Since then, we've been constant companions.
Well, maybe we ought to call it a night. Howie, you, the inspector, and I'll take turns keeping watch.
Don't forget about me.
Don't worry, Tony. Colt won't let anything happen to you.
They'll walk tonight. Make no mistake, they'll walk.
Fredericks of Transylvania. Oh, isn't it marvelous? Colt is gonna love this. Elvira, a man is dead. There's a maniac on the loose, and you're worried about impressing Colt?
You're right. I should be more blasé. Play hard to get. That is gonna be hard. Well, I'll see you later. It's almost Colt's watch, and I'm gonna go keep him company.
So what? What?
You're gonna say I'm crazy. It was a man, and it was real, but it wasn't real.
Look, we've all heard of the power of suggestion.
I believe you, Jody.
In good time, you'll all become believers.
It's okay, Murray. Arnold, you look after Jody, will you? The rest of us, let's split up and take a look around, huh?
Colt, I'm going with you. Look, when it comes to keeping away evil spirits, I am better than garlic.
I want you to come with me and help me find that ghost.
Are you crazy? You haven't seen that thing.
Oh, but if you were with me, I'm sure I would. The spirits have shown an affinity for you. I can't say that I blame them. I want you to draw them out for me.
I'm not leaving this room.
Then you'll be in here alone.
Okay.
Come on. We'll get my instruments.
Colt, you know, I'm not as tough as you might think. I mean, I'm still having trouble with the haunted house at Disneyland.
Did you hear something?
No, but it sounds like a good time to turn around.
Listen.
Probably just the butler jogging before bed.
Come on.
Look at this.
What do you mean?
Well, when we arrived this afternoon, there were 2 exits. Now there's only one.
Are you sure?
But yes. You see,
where the dust has been recently disturbed on the bracket which held it. Yeah. And it is virtually identical to the weapon he used the first time.
Are you saying that you think Croydon was here?
Was. Or is.
Why is it so cold in here?
This is the room.
What room?
Lord and Lady Pelham lost their lives here.
Let's get out of here.
Wait.
This wasn't exactly what I had in mind when I pictured our getting away for a weekend.
Yeah, well, it isn't my idea of a picnic either.
But if I had to spend the night in a mildew pit like this stalking an axe murderer, I'm glad it was with you.
Thanks.
It's amazing what a girl will do for a guy with nice buns.
Looks like somebody broke in.
Either that or this place has rats the size of Cocker Spaniels.
Better board this window up.
Just one question. Are we trying to keep this thing out or in?
See, I'm not crazy.
My God, I don't believe it.
You don't believe it? You're supposed to be the ghost hunter.
Hot, hot, hot.
What in damnation are the hounds barking at?
Oh, Howie, let's check it out.
Oh, there he is!
Go that way. Did you see him?
Gold! Gold! You all right? Gold?
I had the time to get a good look at him. It was Croydon.
Was this before or after your impersonation of the Marquis at Caesar's Palace?
One night in a place like this, a guy could get superstitious.
Don't worry, Cole. The night is young. You could still get lucky.
It was a full-blown, quantifiable, light-emitting ectoplasm. You know, I get a good picture of this, and it'll make parapsychology history.
I just hope we're not history first. I don't know what I'm more afraid of, the murder or that thing I saw.
This may be the most important night of my life. I'm real glad to have someone like you to share it with.
Kippers at 3 in the morning. I hope you all die of dyspepsia.
I don't suppose you have any of those cute little marinated baby corn? Potato chips?
Will that be all, sir?
Yes, yes.
Easy does it now, madam. You wouldn't want to choke on a bone.
Remind me not to leave him a tip.
Well, all the windows and doors are secure.
Yes, but we must remember that Croydon was the caretaker here. He knew every nook and cranny of the estate. If there was a way in, he'd know it. And I am convinced that he has slipped in and out at least once.
And the inspector thinks Croydon was here. Took the other hatchet off of that stand.
But that is, of course, unless one of you took it as a precaution. In which case, why conceal the fact?
Yeah. How do we know you are who you say you are? And what really happened to the professor?
Look, we start accusing one another, we'd be giving the killer an advantage. I'd like to keep the odds on our side. We stay together, stay on guard, we'll get through this thing.
How very courageous of you, Mr. Severs. You're not the one he's after.
Well, we don't know that you are either.
Oh, no? It was years before I found the courage to remember. There was a storm that night, much like this one. I heard yelling from the library. Father was having a terrific row with the caretaker. Mr. Croydon had been drinking again. Father told him to go away and never come back, but he did come back. I had just been put to bed. I heard this terrible crashing. He broke nearly every window in this room with a cleaver from the kitchen, and then he started. I hid under the bed. When the screams finally stopped, I heard him coming up the stairs. He walked right into my room. He kneeled down. He started reaching for me. I remember there was this terrible scar on his wrist. Then a neighbor came in. Another minute, and I would have ended up like Mummy and Daddy.
Don't you have any pretenders or talking heads? I mean, how do you dance to Gregorian chants? Do you believe this? The one night we have together, we end up babysitting a bunch of psychos? Hey, Oz, don't you have any games? You know, like pin the tail on the devil or something?
I think you'll find there's a Ouija board in your room.
Hey, Cole, want to consort with the spirits?
No thanks. If you don't mind, I think I'll just look around a little more.
Oh.
You need me, doll?
Like a fish needs a bicycle. Anybody for Ouija? Walk this way. Now, the whole trick is to keep your fingers barely touching this little pointer thingy. That way you don't push it. The spirits do. Tony, the game is played with the hands, not with the knees. Okay, everybody put 2 fingers down.
Like this?
Yeah, that's it. Now just relax. Okay, now we can ask the question.
Does Elvira love me?
Darn it, Tony, will you stop pushing it?
I'm not pushing. Come on, you two. If we're going to do it at all, let's do it right.
Something's going on here.
Are you still pushing it?
Not this time, I'm not.
Neither am I.
It's pointing towards a letter. H. That's my initial.
Hold it, it's still moving. E.
S.
This is weird. I swear it's moving on its own.
H. Hash. Isn't that the stuff they smoke in Morocco?
It's not through yet. E. R.
Hesh here?
No, he's here.
Mother? Mother?
What's going on?
Someone must have forgotten their keys.
Oh, my God.
Cyril was right. I never should have eaten those kippers.
Osmond, Osmond,
Yes, Father.
You must avenge our deaths. He must pay.
He will pay, Father. I swear on your graves, Croydon will pay.
No! You're dead!
Croydon! Murderer! Murderer!
What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm going after him.
It was Croydon. He was like a wild animal. Osmond went after him.
All right, Howie, let's check the basement. Tony, you go with the inspector.
Yeah, we'll check the third floor.
Croydon, I know you're in here. Croydon!
You're 20 years too late.
He won't be needing this.
I hope you hang this time, Croydon. But even the gallows would be too kind for your sort of vermin.
It's a lie! I didn't murder anybody!
You monster!
I worshipped your mother and your father! That's why I had to come back. I had to explain what happened that night.
Liar!
Better get him upstairs. We'll be up in a minute.
Come on, Lord Pelham. Come on.
Murderer! Murderer!
Nobody would believe me! There was another man. The man they had dinner with. He's the killer!
Yes. Well, the rain's let up now. The road is maybe passable. If you'll give me a hand to load him into my car, we'll be on our way to the nearest constabulary.
Hold on, Inspector. I think we'd be better off if we both took him in. He's already proven how dangerous he is. He'll keep till morning.
Yeah. Oh, very well. But if he escapes again, then the blame is squarely on your shoulders.
I'm innocent. God knows. I didn't do it.
Cheer up, you guys. I mean, Colt caught the killer. You know, Ding Dong, which is dead and all that.
Yeah, what about those ghosts?
Oh, take it from a horror movie buff, honey. Once a ghost gets its revenge, it just floats off into eternity, never to be heard from again. Of course, there was always the last 20 minutes of Brains of the Phantom.
What happened in that one?
You don't want to know.
How can they rest when that beast is still alive? It's happening again.
Hey, big guy, you don't want to hurt me. I mean, we move in the same circles and all that. I think what you probably want is one of those sacrificial blondes, am I right?
He'll die for his crimes. He won't leave this house alive.
Osmond, help us.
What'd you do?
I guess I just short-circuited a haunted house.
What the hell?
What's all this?
Special effects equipment.
It sure is. Look at this stuff. It's lasers, hologram interfaces, timers, and it's all computer controlled.
And all from the movie company.
I'm damned.
This. There's your ghost. I bet you a year's residuals, you'll find these projectors all over the house.
It was all a hoax. How'd you find out?
Well, I was tipped off by some new electrical rigging in the basement.
And that explains why the lights dimmed every time that a ghost appeared.
Dig a little deeper. Maybe you'll find her a producer in there.
Yeah, well, Worski wanted publicity for the movie, right? My money says he made a deal with old Osmond here to make sure we had the wit scared out of us.
No, he wouldn't tell me what he was doing exactly. He offered me a great deal of money to turn my house over to him. I was away for a week. I didn't know about any of this, I swear.
Well, anyway, so much for the haunting of Pelham Manor.
Those ghosts may have been fabricated. There are spirits here. Mark my words.
You know, Inspector, you were awfully sloppy for a man of your background.
You've gone dotty.
No, I don't think so. I wonder you were the first to find the detective's body because you killed him. And Osmond's parents.
Oh, Colt, you can't be serious.
Osmond said the killer had a scar on his wrist. Croydon didn't have a scar.
This is absurd.
Yeah, well, what's there to hide?
Damn you, Hildebrand!
Think you're so smart, don't you? Well, we'll see about that. When the police get here, they'll find you all dead. And poor old Croydon. He just couldn't take any more. So he put a bullet through everyone's head and then through his own.
You know, Inspector, you'll never get away with it.
I thought you pulled the plug on that thing.
He did.
That's no hologram.
No, Nigel, no!
Lydia, I'm so sorry.
Why don't you tell us what really happened?
What's the point?
Croydon said there was a dinner guest that night 20 years ago. That couldn't have been you, could it?
I was so much younger. I loved your mother, Osmond. I really loved her. She promised that she would run away with me. And that night at dinner, your father confronted me, and she said I was a fool to think that she was serious. And then they laughed. And so I killed them.
Then you framed Croydon.
Well, he already had a history of mental problems. If fate hadn't brought him back here, no one would ever have known.
Hey, we finally got through to Worski. He's agreed to pay us $1,000 each for the night's work. Not bad, huh? Yeah, only you'll probably have to use a cattle prod to get it out of him.
Yeah, well, after what we went through, $1,000 is minimum wage.
Yeah. Hey, you were a regular Sherlock Holmes, Colt. Not only did you catch the killer of that detective, but you solved a 20-year-old murder mystery.
Elementary, my dear Monson, elementary. It's too bad they can't give those 20 years back to Croydon.
No wonder the poor guy went crazy. He kept telling the truth. Nobody believed him.
No, the crazy thing is that Worski swore he had nothing to do with any of those fallen objects or that last ghost that we saw.
I mean, that was for real?
Looks like I'm going to get my article out of this after all.
Cole, how about a rain check on our weekend together?
You got it, but don't mention rain, okay?
Don't worry. They say lightning never strikes twice.
no!